And the game is about pirate ships commandeered and commanded by giant oversized pugs as they sail around the seas and try to collect various pieces of loot on their way safely to port at the end of the level.
Our game's named Chanbara. It's basically this multiplayer stealth deathmatch game. The main quirk is that there are only 2 colors used in the entire game, which allows players to camouflage themselves perfectly if they're lined up against a color that matches their character.
Our game's called Kyria, and it's for the Sony PlayStation Vita. It's a 3D puzzle world game based on Rubik's Cube mechanics, and it's underwater.
Well, our game's called Don't Walk, Run, and it's a local multiplayer game played across multiple devices. It's based on B-movies. We are focusing more on the social interactivity between different friendship groups and ease of use.
Our game is called Bound. It's a game where you play a droplet of water that you interact with. You're kind of like a gust of wind that's pushing this droplet of water around the tree of life. The idea is to get from the top of the tree to the bottom of the tree to the roots to rejuvenate the tree by the end of the day.
Soul Seeker is basically a tablet Android game. It's where players must kill villains by creating intricate freak accidents. It's a mix of Final Destination and Guess Who, and you basically play as Death and you just like mess around with the environment.
The name of our game is Sunny, Rainy, Snowy, and it's a tower defense game. We defend the monsters by switching the screen.
The name of our game is Debug. It's a touch-based puzzle platformer, but it's really about an infected handheld system, like a Game Boy, that's become infected with bugs. And what you're trying to do is get the bugs out of the system. The ability to change control schemes on an iPad as the main advantage, the main mechanic of our game.
Our game is called Seek. It's an adventure puzzle game where you play as a child, and it's based around the childhood game of hide and seek. You need to go and try and find your friends before daytime comes around. The difference is each child that you go and collect sees the world in a different way. So the first child sees like we see the world, but the next one may see it through sound, through smell, through hearing, and using a combination of their kind of different ways of seeing, we need to find everybody.
Yeah, well, the game's called Lappin'. It's set in a magical world where he plays Shortpaw, a wee rabbit mage. He has dual magic staffs going about shooting all the enemies that come towards you. So it's an endless runner for the iPad.
So the name of our game is Sagittarius. It's a first-person on-rail shooter. So basically you're wearing an Oculus Rift and your character is on a chariot and he's running away from enemies. So basically you have to defend until you get to the end of the level and kill all the enemies.
The game's called World Eater, and it's based around a 3D worm that swims around underground. You jump out and you get to eat NPCs, cars, and just cause general chaos and carnage.
Our game is called Reshuffle. It's kind of like it's a real-time strategy game / arcade game. It's kind of a mixture of Bomberman and chess. You're playing as an office worker in this sort of like contemporary office environment, and you're fighting to get a promotion against other people who are also trying to do the same thing.
Our team is Straight Ahead, and the name is same with our game Straight Ahead. Our game is an action game on iPad or the iPhone. An old man in his barber car, and the engine in his car is disturbed with some monster. All you have to do is bounce all the monster out of the car.
The game is Ally. Big A, big Y, 2 little L's in the middle. It's a 2D action platform cooperative game. We want to make it all about local multiplayer and working together. We're trying to focus on making something really arcadey and fast-paced and action-oriented.